Welcome to the Two Jurors After Work podcast with RJ and Jeremy.
Fix the place up for us.
But it's actually a restaurant where people are working.
Yeah, see? So
It's
there
all
we
good.
go. Let him make his cut.
Actually, the restaurant's being built as we speak.
Yeah, it's being built around us. We like it.
We don't even work here.
Man. I was talking earlier just a minute ago about that big, beautiful bill. Have you seen this? They're going to give us no tips on taxes. No tax on tips, I mean. Okay, that freaks me out, dude. You know, because what if everybody wants to start claiming they're a taxed worker? You know what I mean? Like, everybody's like, well, now I work for tips. You know what I mean? So, like, now the doctor works for tips. I don't know.
I know that's I don't know.
Is that weird?
It is weird. Does anybody who gets tips, are they really that bummed out that they don't make a wage? That's why they work for fucking tips.
Well, that's what I mean. Like, it's kind of been like a kept secret.
Who's asking for it?
That's what I mean. Nobody with half a brain's asking for it, because you can always make more tips than you can hourly if you're good at your job. So, like, you know, it was always more like, don't rock the boat kind of deal. Like, we all know what's going on here, you know?
Yeah.
Because it's weird how people think it's not a real job, even though you damn sure make better than minimum wage for sure. You better, at least, unless you're really crappy at whatever you're doing.
Yeah. It is. It's a pretty good secret. There's no need for all that crazy shit. I mean,
Well, and it's
eventually
federal.
it's going to fuck us.
That's what I'm saying. You're gonna end up getting screwed over by it. Somewhere. And then I'm like, dude, who's gonna pay taxes then? Like, do you know how many people work in the service industry and get tips? It's a lot. So, like, yeah, we're all like, yay, right now. But what happens later?
All kinds of dumb shit can happen, man. I've worked in restaurants where you don't get your tips at the end of the fucking night. Isn't that weird? Your credit card tips. Cash tips you could take home. Credit card tips you would get on a check on Friday.
So they can make sure you claimed it all, or what?
No, they were just fucking broke.
They
They were basically living fucking day to day. I feel, and I've worked at other places where you split tips.
Yeah, that's weird to me. I'm not doing that.
No,
This is like a one-man operation.
you can't. It doesn't matter. You can't fucking trust. How are you gonna trust every motherfucker? You can't.
You can't.
Unfortunately, yeah. To even that out, I think a business would have to. Somehow they're gonna take from us. That's all there is to it.
Well, yeah, that's how the rich get richer, man. Like, that's what I'm saying. Somewhere down the line, this isn't just help. This is not like help. Like, I feel like, and maybe that's just me being cynical. You know, like, am I jaded by the government? Because, like, look what happened when we got all that COVID relief money. Okay, and then it made inflation, so now everything's twice as much. So if you wanted a $20 an hour job, now you got it because everything costs twice as much. So it's the same as making 10.
Yeah. I don't trust the government. I never did. I have
Oh,
never.
dude.
I barely participate.
Man, 1984. I was thinking that on my way here, man. Like, our phones are those freaking telescreens, man. Like, they could just, you know, because I was thinking, like, okay, in the old days, if something happened across the nation, they came on TV on every channel, and we're just like, this is what happened right now. You know what I mean? Breaking news or whatever. Well, nobody has TVs anymore like that. So what are you going to interrupt Netflix? Like, that's not going to happen. They'd have to send everybody a text message.
Oh yeah, they've done it. Remember whenever like there was some type of false nuclear threat on Hawaii? That was bizarre, man.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Well,
they need an early warning system for shit.
well, that's a good way to do it, right? But then that means the government has access to every phone in the country. And if that's the case, they could just send you a video of like the new day has come. You are all like, you know what I mean? Like, you are all now under the control of the AI or whatever, whatever's gonna, because like I say, everybody's got a phone and like we invited it in. It's like, fucking vampires sucking your blood and we invited it in. You have to.
Yeah, man, I feel like I'm conspiracy minded because I don't have a trust for authority. And yeah, I feel like COVID was a little experiment to see how far, or to how far they could fucking push us and get us to do what they wanted us to do. It certainly felt that way. I mean, I was doing things, yeah, because the fucking news told me.
Wear a mask.
My watch was fucking timing how long I fucking washed my hands.
Yeah.
Every time I washed my hands, a fucking timer would go off and then try to guilt you into fucking
Staying for an extra 25 seconds.
feeling dirty because I fucking cut out early.
Yeah, you got to wash them for 30 seconds. That's a long ass time too. 30 seconds is a long time when you're just washing hands.
I don't even brush my teeth for that long.
It's supposed to go 2 minutes. I know it feels like 2 minutes. Time's a funny thing like that.
Yeah, man, I don't know. We'll see what happens.
Dude, well, that's what I mean, though. It's going to make things more difficult in the end. You know what I mean? Because people are going to try to get around the law. Like, they're going to try to make so they don't have to pay federal tax. Imagine if you could figure out a way to never pay federal taxes and all you had to do was be a tipped employee, right? Like, I don't know. It's in there somewhere. Like, I don't have the criminal mind to figure out, like, all the cons that you could pull on these people, because I don't do that. I go to H&R Block, man. Like, these dudes have 17 guys just doing that.
Well, the crazy thing is that so much of that money is untaxed to begin with because it's technically not on the books. Like if you make 140 and you only claim 125, then that's $15 that's never taxed. They're probably losing money that way.
Well, who knows? Because they take all your other money in taxes already. You know what I mean? Like, anything hourly you make is going to go.
Yeah.
So, like, taxation is theft. You ever heard that? Which, I mean, kind of. They're just taking your money.
But how else would we pay for these infrastructures?
Well, infrastructure's down on the bottom of their list. What we're paying for is protection. It's like the mafia, Y'all need our protection. You
I
need
hate
to be
that.
you need to be safe, okay? And to be safe, you need $600 billion a year, okay? More than any other countries combined, stuff like that, where they're like, it's more than the top or bottom however many countries combined. Like, there's some navies that are spending like $2 million, tiny country. But we need that so we can have, control of the world.
Here's what I like. I like driving down the streets of my town, and it's like a back road. Because it's all fucking...
Yeah, well, that's what I'm saying.
But the police cars are fucking bright and shiny, and they got all this technology on them. Does it make me feel safe? No, it doesn't. It is this fucking illusion.
Yeah.
Now, the roads, smoother roads, I feel like that would be safer. Yeah, man. I guess that's why people get involved in politics.
Well, Maryland, if you ever been there, you know their roads are nice, but it's because they have the same amount of people as they do here. You know what I mean? But with like a fifth of the land. What up? What up? Got photobomb James. What up? Big
James.
shout out. Back from wherever he's been getting militaried up. All of them are. They're all jacked. They all look like G.I. Joe.
They do. They're
It's a bunch of G.I. Joes running around here just like Duke and whoever. I don't know.
I'm stoked for them, dude. It's genuinely stoked that that class of whatever it was, 2023, 2024.
Dude, they're all good kids.
They
Like,
are.
I've never, I wasn't exposed to that. Hanging around the good kids, nah. We were with the bad children. You know, the free range kids, they let do whatever they want. These kids were at church on Sunday and stuff. Their parents knew where they were at 11 at night.
Yeah, man. It's weird. It's good. I'm glad for them.
I think it's just weird to have them all in one place. You know what I mean? Like, well, I'd see one and be like, look at them. Got both parents. Look at them, you know? But, like,
Thriving at life.
yeah, right, I'd be like, fucking nerd.
Man. Well, I'm glad that we don't have a bunch of
Delinquents? Yeah, no doubt. There's one or two, maybe. We ain't gonna say who. But,
we have had delinquents
yeah, for sure.
in every position, I'm sure.
Yeah. But it is cool to see a whole, like, group of them all doing good. And Parker, man, shout out to him winning second place for
Did
his
he?
bodybuilding.
Mr.
Yeah, man.
Universe.
Yeah, dude. That man is jacked.
I've never seen him without any clothes on.
Well, okay, look. I wouldn't be asking him, you know what I mean? But he was showing, you know what I'm saying? He got all bronzed up.
That's how you got to see.
Yeah, okay.
If
He
someone's
went to
jacked.
he went to the competition, got bronzed, and won second fucking place. Like,
boy.
that's what I'm saying. That shit's dope.
What's up?
Hell yeah.
That ain't my thing.
I feel like
but-
that might be the one place you give a man flowers. Is that right?
I don't
Like
know.
at the end, we'd be like, here you go, and give him like a bouquet. Nah, I feel like that's all right there.
Yeah, man. I think that's very cool.
Dude, it's awesome.
I've never known anyone who's. No, I had a buddy growing up who had an older brother who played football, and so my buddy was pretty jacked at 12, pretty early puberty. Because I met him when I was 10.
Yeah.
He was already lifting. That's weird.
At 12,
At 11.
11.
Yeah. Abram was like, man, I want to be stronger so I can shoot the basketball better. I was like, well, you probably just should wait till after puberty to start lifting weights because you're not going to see any gains, brother.
Yeah, well, that's what I was thinking. Like, I can't imagine Trey trying to pump iron, you know, right now. Like, you're even
Your
at 12.
bones are brittle.
Yeah, like, you're not, there's no, you know, I don't know. I feel like you have to, wait till you're, like, in puberty, you know?
Right? So you ain't got no testosterone yet.
yeah.
It-
Mhm.
But I was like, but in the meantime, you could do some push-ups. He's like, I don't like push-ups. Like, what the fuck do you think you're going to like lifting weights, homie?
Yeah, it's just push-ups in reverse. You're just doing them this way instead. Like, it's just reverse push-ups.
Yep.
So, yeah, same.
But man, yeah, shout out to fucking Parker. That's great. I like to see young people succeeding.
Yeah, well, you know, like I said, this is how we end up where we are because no one was, like, watching, you know? It's weird because, like, you only know what you're taught, period. You know? And if nobody showed, like, I was thinking that, like, we don't know how to change oil. Like, I don't. You? I mean, I'm sure I could figure it out, but, like, I'm not the kind of guy that's going to be like, yep, it's Sunday. I'm going to go out here and change my oil today and, you know, whatever. Like, there's none of that. I'm taking it to Walmart or wherever and be like, hey, change the oil in here. It's $30.
I have never changed my oil. I believe I'm capable of it. I can do other things like change fucking brakes because I was taught that in adulthood. But I choose 9 times out of 10 convenience over Also, I fucking live on street parking. If I had a garage, there's some things, but yeah, only to. I wish that I would have learned shit, especially about cars, man, because I've always had car issues. Um, yeah, it's just not in my DNA, I don't think.
Well, Well, I mean, it's generations of that too, because like working on a car isn't like it used to be in the old days. You know what I mean? Like it had a finite amount of parts. Nowadays, it has 1,000 parts, and some of them, like if you've ever been to a mechanic shop and you're watching them, they have to take like half your car apart to get to one
Yeah,
little
dude.
piece.
This shit ain't fun. Have you ever installing a stereo?
I've seen it done. It looks like a pain in the ass.
Yeah, dude, there ain't nothing fun about it. And I wouldn't say I'm into that shit, but I do like home studio shit, and like I have a pretty basic understanding of that. But installing a car stereo, it's a pain in the ass.
Yeah, most
Anything
of
with the car, aside from like changing a tire, changing fluids.
Yeah.
But I think also I'm not mechanically inclined, and I don't enjoy doing shit like that. Some people they enjoy tearing something down, fixing it, and putting it back together. Not me. It's a fucking labor to tear it down. It's fucking labor to fix it. Labor to fucking put it back together. And the gratification I feel from that is never worth it.
Yeah, nah.
There's other things that people would consider work that I enjoy doing, probably.
Yeah, well, that's another thing too. Not everything ain't for everybody, right? So like, you need people to do what we do, and then we need people to do what they do. Like
Every job is important. That's
yeah.
a weird thing.
But it's true, and I feel like that might be a part of the reason we got like so much homeless situation and like people being hopeless and homeless because they like people getting hooked on whatever they're on, and then they end up in the street. But like sometimes I'm like, dude, it's tough out there because there isn't enough jobs for everybody. Like the population's getting too big almost.
Yeah, don't let people try to tell you that the population isn't too big and that overpopulation isn't a problem, because it is. But going back to taxes and infrastructure, it's weird to want these social things like, I don't know, fucking programs for the homeless or whatever, libraries, post office, these social things that we depend on, that has to be part of like this social system. But we live in a country, a capitalist society. So these two things will always conflict.
Mm-hmm.
Everything can't be I mean, I think everything technically in this type of economy and society should be private. If it's all for profit, everything's for profit. But yeah, we expect these things. That's why there's taxes. It's weird. But we don't want too much. We don't want to depend on the government too much.
Shouldn't have to at all. That's the problem. You know what I mean? Like, because it is capitalist, you got people who want more than other people do. It's totally bizarre. Like you're saying, man, like they're always going to conflict. Because like socialism and capitalism, two different things. I mean, you can marry them. You can marry it together. And we have, I think, like this is the best we could do. And the best you can do isn't good enough.
I guess it is the best that we can do. But you look at these other countries, and they can be whatever. And the people still seem the same, except for fucking Russians.
Mm-hmm.
But they are just going about their lives.
Yeah.
Like Chinese people, they're fucking oppressed, but they seem like they're cool. They
Well,
seem like
maybe they aren't oppressed, though. You know what I mean? Like, maybe to them, like, this is just the way life's to be lived. You know? Like, we are the ones that, you know what I mean? Like, we made it the Gulf of America. Like, we're making lines that don't exist there. You know what I'm saying? Like, we're putting those lines there. Does that make sense?
yeah.
Like, we're the ones being like, look at that China man. He's, the Red Menace or whatever it is. Like, they're making that shit up. That's not like the average Chinese guy is probably just not giving a shit. He's probably just over there working his job, you know what I mean, whatever that may be. And then he goes home and fucking whatever, same shit you do.
Right. And if you took if you took one of us out of here and put us over there, it might feel weird. Because there's things we're not used to. But eventually we would assimilate.
Right. You know what I mean? It's just about a way of life. You know? It's weird to think, because, like, they just tell us shit. Like, look at them. Like, Russia, the same thing. You know, those are the two main ones that they always tell us about, too. They're never like, oh, fucking South Sudan, look at them. You know what I mean? Like, nobody gives a shit, because there's nothing in there. They're not a threat, I guess. You know what I mean? Like, America always has to be number one. What if China was number one? And China, like, had bases in every country.
What would it feel like to not be number one?
Yeah.
I think about that sometimes. I think about the time that we were born, and is that like hitting a weird kind of lottery?
Maybe, but maybe it's bullshit, too. Like, maybe they're lying to us. Maybe we really haven't been number one for 25 years, and they just keep pumping us full of shit. You know, like, because China... Have you ever seen videos with drones where they're doing like a drone show?
Yeah.
We don't do that here. We don't have drone shows, and if we do, they suck. They're not as good. Like, Chinese people are far way ahead of us. Like, they're thinking like their armies are going to be in a apartment building, you know, in the air conditioning, like bomber one, dropping it off. You know, it's not like, I don't know. Like, I feel like they're taking a step ahead, and then maybe they're lying.
I don't know. I do think that the war with China, or China has already invaded us long ago. Yeah, I do think about it sometimes. America has been fighting, though, since the revolution. It's like we need one every few decades, right?
Keeps the economy going.
It does.
Keeps the money pumping.
Winston Churchill said a wartime economy is a good economy, or something like that.
Yeah.
And it makes sense. China, they don't do that. They don't go to war to make money. The last war that they were in, who the fuck knows? It was some probably border conflict long ago.
Do you think they need stuff, though? Like, I mean, excuse me. As far as, like, minerals and things like that, because, like, I heard something the other day where they have, like...
Half the cobalt goes there.
Yeah, all the cobalt mines they have, and, like, we can't get one. Like, we can't get one going. You know? Like, it takes 25 years to build one, and we have none. And they have, like, 75 of them.
I don't know. They need other things. I
What?
think they have to fucking import soybeans.
Well, maybe they don't have to. They just want to, you know? Like, maybe... I mean...
Their land is fucked off.
Think so?
Mm-hmm. Like, most of the population is squeezed over on the east. And then, like, yeah, that's a problem in a lot of those countries over there, is that the land is, like in Japan, that's why all that shit is terraced. And
That makes sense.
I think they have an overpopulation problem that they try to deal with, right?
Yeah. The one baby policy, which is weird because then they're like throwing girl babies away.
I just thought of a t-shirt. It's like of a little Chinese baby girl face, and it says, "Not enough rice."
What the?
Not enough rice for everyone.
Yeah, I guess it wasn't. Well, I mean, think about 1 billion people. How do you control 1 billion people? Like, we think there's a lot of people here. We got like 350 million, something like that here in America. That's why I'm thinking about maybe we just move to Canada, you know?
I know, dude. I've been thinking about that.
80 million people live there, although most of the land is non-livable because it's cold as shit.
Newfoundland is, I think I would like to go there. It's fucking wet and rainy, but it looks really nice.
Well, yeah, and there's not too many people there. That's the crazy part. And okay. I've never been out west though. You have. I mean, does it feel like it's as populated there? Because like places like Montana probably have like 78 people, right? Like only a few thousand.
Oh, you going drill?
Whoa. Time you got?
10, 11.
Okay.
Yeah, it doesn't. It feels, you feel it out here, how congested with people it is.
Yeah, man. Try to drive it. Try to drive in New York. You know what I mean? New York traffic. Like this traffic here, some days it takes you 15 minutes to get from one end of town to the other. You know. It's bizarre how many people like. Eventually, we're just gonna get stacked up. You know what I mean? Like it's just tall ass apartment buildings full of people, huh?
Yeah, it does feel, I mean, I lived in the city out west, both places. But there's nothing around those cities I lived in. Like that whole middle part of America is pretty much the same way. Over here, it's so much, dude. Like the whole East Coast, just populated. What about Mexico? I have, because of the media, I think Mexico is bad and scary.
Yeah. Yeah, they have definitely demonized Mexico. It used to be a place where people went for vacation, like used to go on spring break, and then, heads started turning up in bags and stuff. At least that's what they tell us. I've never been there. I don't know. Maybe Mexico's real chill. I know they'll let you go right in.
That seems chill.
You know what I'm saying? They're just like, nah, there's nobody watching it. You're good. Just go ahead. Enter at your own risk is basically what's happening there because, like, dude, there's like mini armies. Like, the cartel's not like, I mean, from what I've seen, on the news, because I don't go to Mexico often, never been, no boots on the ground.
I was close. I was very close.
Arizona?
In Tucson.
Yeah.
It's like a stone's throw.
That is close. It's crazy. Like, it's a whole other country. It's right down there. You know what I mean? Why are we not having better relations with these people?
I know, man.
I'd like to know.
I went to Canada, and here's the thing. It's whites going to a place where other whites are. I think that has something to do with it. It feels like, it's weird, dude.
Some strange part of Disneyland, Disney World, it's like white land.
Brown land.
You know what I mean?
The Browns are bad. It feels like they made the Browns feel bad, and the whites up north feel okay. That's It's crazy, dude.
Mm-hmm.
It's weird.
They are nicer up there, they say.
I think of maple syrup.
Uh-huh.
But when I think of Mexico, I think of fucking bootleg Viagra.
And fentanyl and shit.
Yeah, dude.
Yeah.
That's messed up. Kidnappings.
Yeah, you right.
And it's like vibrant culture down there. It's like thousands of years of culture also. All kinds of cool stuff about it.
Well, there's no money either. You know what I mean? That's the problem. There's no money. So, like, if you were to say legalize all these drugs, and you would take away, it would be even more poor. Like, their economy runs from it. At least a part of it. It must. You think about how many millions of dollars, and that's got to trickle down to, the workers and whoever it is. You know what I mean? Like, it trickles the whole way down. There's a whole system of people dependent on that money. What would they do then? They're going to grow watermelons or something? Like there's no other crops you're going to grow or no other recipe you're going to mix up down there that's going to make you, 17,000% return.
Man, I understand why these younger people travel vloggers. Because you start asking yourself, like, what's it like? in other places. And you can only get so much from a video.
Well, yeah.
I'm interested in that shit.
I mean, there's other places that are cool. I don't know that I'd go to Mexico right now. Still. You know what I mean?
Still wouldn't, dude.
Yeah, no, not right now. Like Philippines, maybe. Thailand seems cool. You know, like street food stuff. You know, because everybody just seems like they're out in all of the travel videos I've seen. Places like that. I don't know that I want to go to any place in Africa. It just seems hot for no reason.
Yeah, man, it does. It seems miserable.
Like,
I would go to Ghana. That's the one place in Africa.
I mean, I'm sure there's some nice cities. There's got to be at least a couple. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you what, African people seem stoked. If there's, or West African people, anyways. I'm sure not all Africans are stoked, but they seem all right.
Yeah, I only ever met one real African dude. He was from Gambia. He would say, "Oh, J man," you know. I'm like, "What up, man?" And his name's Lamine.
Lamine?
Lamine. I think that's like one of the most popular names there.
My early, yeah, I used to think Africa was nothing but starving babies back in the day, dude.
Well, that's what they showed us a lot. Sally Struthers was not messing around.
Nah, man. USA for Africa. We are the world. I was huge, dude. When I was 7.
Yeah, I missed that. I'm a little behind you.
Yep, you were just like being born.
Well, for me, like I said, it was Sally Struthers. Help the children. Give them 75 cents a day, whatever it was. And then the old man with the white beard, of course. You know, walking around with the little dirty babies all covered in dirt. And he's just like, don't you want to help them? Like, of course we want to help them, okay? But I think you're taking the money. That's where we're at here. I feel like he's taking the money.
Yeah.
And then, I don't know. Like I said, that's my cynicism.
It's weird that what was happening in 1984 that all these celebrities had to get together and sing a song about saving the children.
Maybe it was because, like, AIDS, I think. You know, I hate to say that, but, like,
I don't
that
know.
was kind of a big deal in the 80s, wasn't it? Or was it
AIDS
84?
hadn't popped off yet.
It was too soon.
AIDS was about to pop off in like 2 years. I mean, unless my 7-year-old brain just wasn't hearing it. Yeah, AIDS would still be a couple years. It was fucking marinating. It was in the works.
Yeah, it's weird how that happened. I mean, it's still obviously a thing, right? But, like, not like it used to be. People used to think if you touched somebody, you were dead. Like, coronavirus was kind of like that at the beginning. People were like, oh, my God, you got coronavirus. Don't touch them. You know, they had people dying in, you know, hospital rooms by themselves because they're like, don't get near your loved ones. Like, what the fuck?
That's crazy, man. Yeah, many years, AIDS.
And Magic Johnson, of course.
We lived in fear of AIDS. It's just weird how things change.
Mm-hmm. Well, Freddie Mercury, man. How much does that suck?
What, he died of AIDS?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that sucks.
Yeah, like there's a lot of famous people who did just because they didn't have the medicine, you know what I mean, yet, that they do now. Which, that's the good side of medicine. Then you got the bad side where they're just trying to make money. It's bizarre. Because you want to help people, you know? You want to make these wonder drugs and stuff, but then I'm watching TV. Macular degeneration. Yeah, and they're like, it could cause you to have bloody eyes, detached retinas. I'm like, was that worse than the degeneration at that point? You know, they're just trying shit out on us now.
Oh, no. Make my eyes bleed.
Well, like, how much testing did you have to go? How many people's eyes were bleeding?
How many bunnies' eyes had to bleed out and retinas detach before humans had to fucking...
That's what I'm saying. Like, You got bloody eyes, and I don't know. It just seems bizarre that we're just like, and you ask the doctor. They don't tell you anymore. You got a problem? You go to ask the doctor for these pills right here. That's what it's basically saying.
Yeah, man. We know about the pills because they fucking try to sell them to us on TV. They're like, hey, you got this? Fucking ask your doctor about this. It's fucked.
Yeah. It's a bizarre world we're living in, like that 1984 shit, man.
How many diseases today that weren't 100 years ago? A lot. And then also probably we just didn't know what things were. Like if all of a sudden I couldn't see like straight ahead, it was just like a black spot, but I could still see around the periphery. Who knows? I would just be fucking going. They would just count it as blindness or whatever. Now it has a name.
Yeah.
Here.
Kira.
Kier the queer. Whenever I first met her, that's what I asked her.
What?
Did they ever used to call you Kier the queer? She's like, no.
Well, that's good.
I know.
I don't think people make fun of girls like they do guys.
No.
Like I don't think they do that.
No.
We do that. Talk about each other's moms and all that kind of shit. I don't feel like girls do that. Although I do think they do weird shit when we're not looking. What? I don't know. But there's definitely something off when it's probably just a group of ladies.
Yeah, man.
That lady that asked me, will the salad maker have the shits? I'm like, felt very comfortable to ask me that with your friends here.
Yeah, man. Some people get really comfortable with their servers. Someone yesterday was like, something, fuck. And then like,
Mm-hmm.
and other people at the table were like, Jeremy don't care. I
Yeah,
don't.
we don't.
No. I probably won't talk that way unless I really know you and the restaurant's empty.
Yeah.
Because other people don't want to hear that shit.
Yeah, they don't. And, yeah, that's...
Breaks
yeah,
the
that's-
illusion.
Yes, it does. And it can get you wrote up, too.
Yeah.
We are in the service industry. Sometimes we are your friend. Sometimes we're just doing our job.
Mm-hmm.
You know? It's a
Yeah.
weird kind of balance you have to have. You know what I mean? Because, like, you don't want to insult somebody. You know what I mean? Or disrespect them or anything like that either. But, like, you're also here to make money, too. So it's like, that's why, you know.
Imagine not being able to. I feel like to do this job, you have to be a little bit sensitive to people and how they're feeling. Like to fucking
100% you do.
feel it all out, man. That's a big part of this job. They got this one dude yesterday, sweet tea, boneless wings, and that's it. Don't go check on him. He don't want checked up on. Just wait till the end. He just wants to check. That's it. Watch his tea. Make sure he has more. And that's it, dude. Other people, they want it. They want fucking engaged, and they want you to ask them how their day was. Imagine not being able to know that. Like, yeah, just not being able to pick up on cues. That would make this job so hard, I think.
Well, it is. And when I first started, I wasn't able to pick up on that stuff, you know?
It's something that we've learned.
Yeah, it's definitely learned for sure. Cause like at first, Jesus, man, I'd always be like, I don't know what, I don't know, no idea.
Yes, as it made us more, it's made us more attuned and aware.
I mean, if you let it, it'll make you a better person all the way around too. Because like in here, you have to use your manners. You know what I mean? So if you apply that to your everyday life too, you know what I mean? Just keep using manners. I mean, as you should any fucking way, you know. But like, if you applied it in other areas, You know what I mean? It can make life better because, like you said, being understanding to people kind of goes a long way.
When you start calling people sir in real life, and they're like, sir?
Some people do get weird about that, but like,
That's just the way I fucking talk.
yeah. Well,
I'm
it's
very
respect.
polite.
It's respectful though. You know, it is. You know, unless it's your friend or whatever like that. But like, if it's especially if it's somebody older than you, yes sir, no, yes ma'am. You know, whatever your preferred pronoun is, I'll call it to you.
Them they.
Yeah, well, just being respectful. Like I don't, you know, whatever. I can have my own opinions in my private time, but if I'm in public, you know, I'm not gonna just start hating on somebody.
My preferred pronouns are who, what.
Who what? He said who and what?
When, where.
Yeah,
My preferred pronoun is why.
we're changing adjectives now. Also, forget about it.
Well, like when I first heard somebody say, my bad,
Mm-hmm.
I was like, huh? You're taking a adjective and making it into a noun. And it was my math teacher in 9th grade down in Georgia. I'd never heard anybody say it, and it's long before it moved up north. I was like, that's wrong. But then it fucking caught on like wildfire.
I remember that. I remember thinking it was weird too, but now I say it all the time.
I know, I just said it yesterday. Me and Abram were soccer balling it up. I kicked it the wrong way. I said, my bad. And I just had that same whole thought process I said. Math teacher,
Yeah.
his son-in-law played for the Cleveland Cavaliers. I was like, who the fuck? That's an NBA team?
Yeah.
I did
That's-
not know in 1991.
Dude, that's dope though.
Mr. whoever. He had a white beard like Santa Claus. I was e-biking through town the other day, and there's a discount store called Geekware.
Never seen it.
You know where the Velvet Cafe is?
Mm-hmm.
It's right down the street. If
Okay.
you're going towards Rudders, it's on the right. And they had some weed eaters, some string trimmers outside, and I needed one. So I went in there and I got one. But they have all kinds of shit. Yeah, all kinds of. It's like a ghetto Lowe's.
Okay. All right, I got you. So you can get like tools and stuff on the cheap.
Tools, like fans, hoods for over your stove.
Well, damn.
It's all kinds of shit. Tables, hot plates. It's pretty cool, and it's pretty cheap. Cheap shit.
Hell yeah, boy. Well, I'm glad you got your trimmer at least. You know what I mean? At least you found something you could use.
But it doesn't have $30. It's a Ryobi. It doesn't have the guard though,
Mm-hmm.
so it's just a fucking spinning whip, which is fucking crazy. So I went back to trim up all my weeds, and yeah, dude, I got covered in grass. Why that fucking
Thing exists.
guard is there. Yeah, man.
Things we don't think of.
I can get a new one on eBay. Man, that worker, did you notice that whenever he came over here to drill that one, he was like very, very quiet.
Yeah.
That's nice, man.
Yeah, hell yeah.
He did not have to be like that.
Yeah. No, everybody's real nice about it. I like it.
I know, I would have been like, fuck them dudes. I got to get this shit done. I'm not going to slowly, quietly drill.
Well, yeah, I mean, also, you know, feel like we're respectful too. You know what I mean? Like, we're not over here like, hey, keep it down, you know, any of that kind of crap. You know what I mean? We understand there's construction work going on up in here and people working. Like, this is a live action place. It's not like, this is not a studio. Like you said, we're not in the middle, you know. So we got to you just roll with the punches, man. I'm just glad we got to do it by the window again because I was thinking over there, but like, dude, the window makes it.
It's dynamic. It's dynamic.
It makes it.
What if we each put on a red polo and some khakis, and then we just went to the little diner at Target, we could record a podcast, and it would look like we worked there. That's fucked up.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. We could do it at every store.
No, dude.
We'd just put on a blue shirt and khakis. Okay. Or we keep the red shirt and khakis and just go to a State Farm somewhere. Just sit in the lobby.
That's so funny to think about. Where the fuck do these guys work? Everywhere. They can't hold down a job, but they keep taking their podcast everywhere.
See?
They won't get a job unless it's together.
Yeah, that'd be awesome. Just show up in random ass stores. Like, nah, we work here. Like, no, we don't. Okay, we have to tell them right off the rip. We don't work here.
It has happened. It has happened to me before. Don't wear a red shirt to Target.
Oh, definitely. I've been wearing like a blue T-shirt in Walmart and khakis. And they're like, "Excuse me." And I'm like, "Nah, I don't work here." Got to be careful what you're wearing in the store and what store you're in. Like, do not wear a vest to Lowe's, or Home Depot. Of course, you ain't gonna get one of those kind of vests anywhere, are you? Like, that's pretty specific vest.
Stolen valor. Yeah, don't go into a forest looking like a park ranger.
You know how awesome that one would be? Like, right over here, there's a rock formation. You just start telling them shit.
That's
Like,
great.
now the ranger sent us down here. Like, what ranger? Ranger Smith.
Stolen valor.
Yeah.
Stolen Park Ranger valor.
There is no Ranger Smith.
There's just some lunatic out in the woods.
We don't have a Ranger Smith that works here.
This is lunatic out in the woods making up facts.
We got reports. Like, how many weeks could you go before they catch you? Just out in the woods camping with a Ranger's uniform on, telling people, take this trail up here. It's called Old Smoky. You ever been to the top of Old Smoky?
Oh, man. That's great. Perpetrating a fraud.
And I think we better call it up. Time's
I
at
don't want to. It's
10:30.
10:30.
Yeah, I gotta go help them open this joint.
Who else is here?
I don't know.
Yeah, man, I want this to be my fucking real job.
One day, maybe. That's what I'm saying. Just gotta keep doing it. 7 years to become a doctor.
This is better than... It's easy to do, dude.
I mean, yeah.
It's easier to do than what we're about to do. I will have to say that doing this before work does probably make the workday easier.
Does for me. Makes the day better.
Yeah, it fucking makes my
like I
week
said,
better.
just being able to chill for this amount of time without any interruptions. Just talk about whatever the hell we want. Hopefully, like I said, it means something to somebody besides just us, I guess. But, like, even if it doesn't, just for us, having a good time,
Yep, exactly.
chilling, get some energy in you, then we go to work. And like I said, if somebody likes it, by all means, that's the best,
Yeah, that's cool.
it's a good reward.
That would be cool if someone liked it. It's cool to think that it could be a job.
Well, it'll never be a job just because, like, we just like doing it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It's not like I've never once dreaded, like, coming in here to set it up to do it. You know what I mean? It's not like some places, like, working in the factory. Like, that's a freaking job, dude.
True.
Like, you just show up there every day. You get a set amount of breaks, it's just not good. And people do it all the time. You just get in a zone and you're like, well, this 2 hours will go by. I'll just stack all these boxes here for 2 hours. And then you'll get a break for 15 minutes. Yeah, I'd much rather be doing this for 12 hours a day
Dang right.
than anything else.
Yep.
Maybe one day I'll get jobs where I wear a penguin suit with the towel. So, would you like some wine?
Would you like some filet of dover soap?
Chick-fil-A.
Tableside.
Flipped over soul. Tableside. No jokey. Get your freshy pepper. Hell yeah, boy.
All right, brother.
All right, man. Let's call it a day.
Aye.
Good one. All right. Yes, sir. Over and out.